principles are designed to help you understand how the body is supposed to react to exercise and what the expected outcome is going to be. I want you to look at the principles as an instruction manual of what your treatment plan is going to be. Once you understand those, you can create a treatment plan or a training plan for your athlete.
There are 12 principles of how we work. The first one comes from kinesiology, basically in physics, which is every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So if I'm running or walking, there's an energy that comes from the ground up, or if I jump down to the step, there's an energy that comes from the ground up that has to be absorbed by the muscles and the joints of the body before it reaches the head. Otherwise, my head is bobbing up and down. So now we're up to principle number 3. Principle number 3 is a principle that Greg taught me from his observations in athletic training. It's that as we move up the chain and the body absorbs this kinetic energy, it always does so in a mobile, stable, mobile pattern. One joint along the kinetic chain, one segment has to be stabilized so the ones above it and below it can move. We call this the rhythm of the kinetic chain. It has a rhythm. If the rhythm is correct, it's going to look smooth and graceful. The next concept, number 5, it comes from muscle physiology science. And this concept says that the muscle generates the most strength when it's at its normal physiologic resting length. Why? Because at the middle, at the normal resting length, is when the actin and myosin are the most overlapped. Raise your right hand, put 2 fingers inside your hand. Have your wrist relatively straight, just slightly dorsiflex, slightly, like you would rest at the side of your body, like this. And now squeeze your fingers, feel that. Pull your wrist back as far as you can and squeeze again. It's not as strong. And if you put your wrist down, now it's really not as strong. And the reason is the wrist flexor muscles, this is the normal resting length for the wrist flexor muscles. If we go beyond it or shorten it or lengthen it, we get weaker. The strength is in the middle.